Electronic Arts y PlayStation llevaron a cabo el día 28 de febrero un hands-on en el restaurante de la capital, en donde estuvo presente el productor Gilliard Lopes para mostrar por primera vez el esperado juego mundialista FIFA World Cup Brazil. Gilliard Lopes, productor de EA Sports, dio a conocer las nuevas innovaciones que podrán observar los amantes de FIFA y del fútbol, destacando la formación de los equipos nacionales y las características en los desafíos que los jugadores podrán realizar. FIFA World Cup Brazil estará disponible en México el próximo 15 de abril, siendo este el único videojuego oficial de FIFA que permitirá a los fanáticos vivir toda la diversión y emoción del mayor evento futbolístico del mundo. Los gamers y amantes del balompié tendrán diversas opciones para contender con su equipo. Entre las 203 escuadras nacionales avaladas por FIFA, 7.469 jugadores, 19 entrenadores y 21 nuevos estadios, incluidas las 12 sedes mundialistas. También tendrán público a favor y en contra, con pancartas y banderas. Tuvimos la oportunidad de entrevistar al productor Gilliard Lopes y aquí te mostramos lo que nos compartió.
So my name is Gilliard Lopes. I'm a producer on the FIFA team at Electronic Arts in Vancouver, Canada. Sure. Well, we have a lot of new content that was made specifically for the official video game of the World Cup. I would say the biggest difference, if you're already a FIFA player, that you're going to feel is that the game is a lot more agile and responsive. So we've taken a lot of the feedback that you gamers gave us about, in FIFA 14, momentum, so that way where the players have to really make a lot of effort to change direction. You told us that's a good thing, but sometimes makes the game feel a little slow and sluggish and makes you feel like you don't have enough control. So we have improved that a lot. We have tuned that mechanics to be a lot more agile. After all, in the World Cup, the very best players in the world will be playing. So that's the first thing you're going to notice. Just the game is a lot more agile, dynamic, fluid, and it actually works the way you tell it to. And but I think the other big thing is the presentation aspect of it. Because it is the World Cup, it looks very Brazilian, very colorful, very Latin American. And we've also invested in bringing the fans into the experience, so you see high definition fans with their crazy hats and wigs, face paint and clothes, and they'll cheer when you score a goal, they'll lament when you concede one, and all those things and a lot more that I haven't gotten into is a lot of content that really makes this game unique and very special. The agility and this explosive movement, but also we've invested in other areas that we felt were very important. For example, set pieces. So now you can use tactics to make your set pieces more varied. So when you're taking a corner kick, you can tell your team to either run to the near post or to the far post or edge of the box or maybe crowd the keeper. All of those things that, set pieces are so important in football. They decide matches so often. We felt like we needed to add more variety there. So another big one that, also comes from feedback from the community is the battle in the air for the ball. So we've introduced what we're calling over-the-back headers. So the defender can now climb over the shoulders of the attacker to reach the ball. So, well, before, if the ball is coming, the striker can decide if he traps the ball or tries to pass it, but then the defender can do anything about it if he decides to stay in and trap. Now, there's that decision. If I decide to do that, it could be that the defender will try to take it from me. So it creates a little bit more variety, and it's another example of what we brought to this game in gameplay. We have 21 new stadiums, a lot of the original stadiums from FIFA as well, and obviously among these 21 new ones are the 12 that were either built or remodeled in Brazil for the World Cup. So what this gives us is a lot of variety. So if you're playing the qualifiers in any part of the world, right? So while in FIFA we have a good number of leagues, but it doesn't really cover the whole globe. But this game really, there's football happening in every corner of the world, from Fiji, to Alaska. So we really had to, build these new environments that would allow us to place them in all parts of the world. And we needed the authentic ones for the World Cup, obviously, with all their effects and lighting, and they really look amazing and very authentic, 100% authentic. Right, I think we just touched on it, the stadiums, because they're not built yet. Right? So how do you make a game that's supposed to look exactly right, the real thing, but the real thing is not there? So that is a big challenge. So it's one that I was personally involved, mostly because I'm from Brazil, I speak Portuguese, so I was in contact with architects from each stadium so they could send us their project files, and then that would help us recreate these environments. And then they approved the results, and that's why we know it's 100% authentic. So that's a big challenge. The other big one is, you know, FIFA never stops, and this game is a special one. We had to build a team that was dedicated to this game. So 15 months they worked only on the official video game of the World Cup, and that's why I'm telling you, it has so much content that you cannot miss it if you're a FIFA fan.
Sin duda el videojuego será un éxito entre los fanáticos y por ser un año mundialista que hará que la euforia del deporte más popular del mundo llegue a niveles más grandes. Sin duda lo disfrutarás bastante.
Hello guys from Play Reactor, this is Gilliard Lopes, producer of FIFA, and if you want the latest and greatest experience in football and video games, you have to pick up the official video game of the World Cup for Xbox 360 and PS3, available 17th of April. Ciao!